welcome to Home Crafting with Mrs Waller. Today we're going to be making a Storming the Castle game. To make your game you're going to need some plain paper, 8 toilet roll tubes and 3 kitchen roll tubes, some glue and sticky tape, marbles, scissors, felt tip pens, a pencil and some string. Now let's get started. We're going to finish making the game I started earlier by adding the final piece into the wall. To do that, I'll need to use one of my toilet roll tubes. Using your scissors, cut into your toilet roll tube, fold up the piece of toilet roll tube that you've just snipped and cut that piece off. The wider this little gap is, the easier the game will be. Now mirror the same on the back. 2 snips, fold up the tab and trim off the excess. That then leaves you with a gap for your marble to go through. Your next step is to cut out of your plain paper some little circles to put your scores on. I'm just missing the number 7 for mine, so this is one I've done earlier on. And then you get to glue your number 7 onto the tube. Like this. Now we just need to attach it. For my castle, I use my kitchen rolls on the ends and in the middle to make the turrets. To cut out the little turrets, I just cut it little rectangles out using the same method as this of folding up the tab and cutting those off to make it more castle-y. To join my turret to my castle wall, I'm going to have to use a piece of string. Sticky tape won't work on this one. So what you need to do, put both of them together with a pencil, mark a line at the top of where the toilet roll goes. Then above and below, mark a little dot, make it look a bit like a divide sign. Then using your scissors, or you could use a pointy cocktail stick, you make a hole through the side of your tube. Widen it out a little bit to make it a little bit larger and make it easier to thread your string through. So you've got a hole top and bottom of the line that you made. Now with your wall, you'll need to make a hole at the top of your piece of wall, again using a pointy cocktail stick or scissors. If you're using scissors, please be careful. Also be careful with a cocktail stick, they can be sharp. Ooh, and snap. So use the other side, make the hole a little bit bigger. Now this bit can be fiddly, so please be patient with it. You'll need to thread your string through one of the holes that you've made. You have to thread quite a bit of it through until you can catch it from the middle. Then lining it up over the hole so you can see your string through your hole, use your cocktail stick again, poke it in and loop it through. Now this is the bit that takes patience. There we go. I've used my finger behind to help poke it through as well. So you end up with your string looping through the hole. Now, one end of your string needs to go through, the bottom part of your string needs to go through the hole on your wall tube, pulling it through. And then you simply tie the two ends in a knot, and that will secure your wall part tube to your turret. Now you may want to just make sure that your two pieces of turret and wall actually line up on the floor, on the table, so that they sit correctly. Then you can simply cut off the excess string that you don't need. And you have it tied together. Now using your sticky tape, you'll need a long piece of sticky tape. And stick the two bottom parts of your tubes together. So in one end, in one side of your wall, and then folding it over, wrap down and stick both sides together. And there you have your turret stuck to your wall. Okay. Now I just need to join it using sticky tape to the rest of my game. This can get a little bit tricky to do because the longer pieces of game, find the end of my sticky tape, the longer pieces of game are quite unwieldy for a little while until it's all secured. So again, using a long piece of sticky tape, putting it in one end of my tube, folding it over and putting it into the other side. Join the two pieces together, rolling it round. Do the same again. Long piece of sticky tape in one tube, making sure it's stuck firmly, folding it over and into the next tube. Give it a good pinch, make sure it's all nice and firm. Now once you've made your turrets and you've made your wall and you've stuck them all together, make sure you've got your nice clear numbers on the front. And that's when you can start decorating. I've put little bricks and windows on mine and topped off the tops of my porchways to make my castle. You can use your own imagination to make your castle more unique. You could add cone shapes to the tops of your turrets to make it more of a fairy tale style castle. Add a dragon, maybe even some climbing vines. It's up to you. You may choose, however, not to make a castle at all. You could always just decorate and colour your tubes to make it a fun looking game. And now the rules. Now a simple way of playing the game would be for each player to have 10 shots and to add up their score at the end. You may want to, however, use it to practice your times tables. It's really up to you. Thank you for watching my video. If you've liked it, please press like and subscribe to my channel, Homecrafting with Mrs. Waller. But in the meantime, have fun, stay safe, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.